Community councils play a very important role in serving to bridge the gap between local authorities and communities. These elected volunteers have a key responsibility in helping to express the views of local people and articulate the needs of many local areas. There are numerous examples where community councils have effected changes in their areas and ultimately made people's lives better in that community. We want to harness this commitment and determination from hard-working volunteers and help share best practice across the city, which is why we are holding networking, capacity building and development sessions.
To be honest, I hadn't thought about becoming a community councillor, and I was involved in some volunteering in the community, and someone said to me, do you know there's a position coming up in Scotland Community Council, would you like to go for it? And I thought, well, I have I've got a lot of time available to me and I have certain skills that I think would be useful, and I have adored living in the Scotstoun area for the last 40 years. So I thought, yes, this is a good chance to give something back to the community that I've enjoyed being in.
I wanted to become a community councillor partly because I was new to Glasgow. I've lived here 15 years now. But I was new in the area of Langside, and it seemed a very good way of getting involved in various things that were going on in the community, particularly planning issues, and also getting to know local people, getting to know some of my extended neighbourhood.
Well, initially when I moved to Bridgeton, I was interested in setting up a community food project. And I started on a community consultation, so one of the places that I stopped by was the local community council, and it was lovely. There were 4 gentlemen, but they were quite resigned. You know, they weren't really having a massive impact on anything in the area, so they were looking for more people to come and join them. And I guess that's how it all started.
I think community councils are important because they link people who live in an area with the wider community of the city of Glasgow and of the country of Scotland. So it gives local people a chance to express their views about the area where they live and to bring up the issues that are of concern to them.
They can help in representing their community, some of the community concerns. They can act as advocates to councillors and to council departments and other bodies. They can have a louder voice than the individual.
So often I think people feel that they don't have a real impact on anything that happens in their city, and community councils are a way of really changing that.
But I think also they can make people much more aware of the character of a community. Glasgow is a big place, and respond to the needs that people are expressing and start to move things forward for them.
In the last wee while, you know, we started inviting more organisations and people along to our meetings as well, trying to build partnerships and communicate better with different organisations that work within the area.
People were saying that there wasn't a sense of the community being joined up. So we set about creating a logo for our community council that would appear on notice boards. We acquired funding through the Glasgow City Council for community notice boards. We again acquired some funding to create planters on Dumbarton Road, which is a busy kind of dusty sort of road. And all of that is about saying this is a community, this is a whole community.
Well, we've been able to push forward certain specific issues. Sometimes it's getting a road crossing reinstated, sometimes it's something like getting a piece of road resurfaced that's dangerous for people with young kids and older people. But our really big projects, there are 2. One is the reinstatement and modernisation for flexible modern use of the former bandstand in Queen's Park. The other project is about public consultation on a really major planning issue over the future of the site of the former Victoria Infirmary.
Everyone, I think, has something to say about the place where they live, about the street where they live, about the avenue or the road where they live, or where they walk about and do their shopping and all the rest of it. So I would recommend people to have involvement at whatever level would suit them best. Yes, it's wonderful if we've got lots and lots of people wanting to offer to be full community councillors, but I think we also recognise the value of people being associates or people attending the meetings.
There's all you need is to come along and tell us about what the issues are in the local area, what you see that can be made better. I definitely recommend it, especially if you want to make a change to your community and make the area you live a better place.
Well, I think if you want to do something that involves you with the community and will teach you a lot about what's going on historically and present around your area, it's a very good way of getting engaged in that and meeting some interesting people.
I think being a community councillor has given me a personal satisfaction in giving back to the community that I've adored living in for a long time. So I feel good that I'm giving back something of myself to the community that I live in.
It's helped me to move from what was a sort of high-powered professional job where I talked with other people who had similar interests to my own, working with a voluntary group and working with a disparate group of people, just people from the community who felt involved, and that's been a learning experience.
I think it's definitely helped me create new connections, engage with local people, and definitely just getting to know the people that I live next door to better. It's created a real sense of community for me because I walk down the street and I actually know the people that live a few doors down.
I've met some amazing people. It doesn't mean that you have to become best buddies with them, but meeting on a regular basis and sharing a concern about what's going on in the community, that's one of the good things also about being involved in the community. Yes, I've enjoyed it.
Our long-term vision for community councils in Glasgow is that every area of the city is represented by groups of people that can be the voice of the community and have the capacity and willingness to effect change. Ensuring the longevity and sustainability of a community council is at the heart of what we do, and of course, realising that each community council is individual to their area, we are always open to suggestions about how we can best support them. Community councils should feel empowered and feel that they have the confidence, strength, means and commitment to improve their own lives and of those of their neighbours and to really make a difference.